know the X-shaped cross that Wolverine is crucified on in this scene actually comes from one of Jesus' disciples. His name was Andrew, and before he was ever a disciple of Jesus, he actually was a disciple of John the Baptist. So whenever John pointed to Jesus and said, "This is the guy we've been praying for," Andrew just went, no hesitation. And one of the first things that he did was he went and he found his brother and said, "Come and see what I found." And that's just Andrew. He's not loud and he's not the center of attention. He's just the guy that keeps bringing people to Jesus. That's just one example, but it summarizes his entire life. And then he goes out far from his home, starts preaching in places like Greece, and like everyone else we've talked about so far, they arrest him. They decide to crucify him. But Andrew looks at the cross and he says that he's not even worthy to die in the same way as Jesus. And so they change it. They stretch him out on an X-shaped cross. Rather than pinning him with nails, they tie him to it. That way it takes longer for him to die. That means that he's up there for a long time, feeling every ounce of pain. But instead of going quiet, he looks up and he sees the people passing by and he begins to point them to Jesus. That's just Andrew in a nutshell. Because his whole life was come and see what I found. Even at the very end, he's doing the same exact thing. Which should make you ask yourself, do I actually live like that? Or do I only talk about Jesus when it's easy or when I feel comfortable to? Because Andrew didn't just follow him, but he spent his very last breaths pointing people to him. Next apostle's story is pretty brutal. His name was Simon the Zealot.